Hi, you guys. So I did the Power of Makeup challenge from Nikki Tutorials, and I did half my face. I posted it on Instagram, and I thought I would just go ahead and do the other side of my face and do a video for you guys. So I'm starting out with soft ochre paint pot, and I'm just using a Sephora concealer brush to put that on and kind of going almost up to the brow. And then I love using Benefit Shy Beam. It's a matte highlight, and I like running that under my brow. I know a lot of people do this at, after their brow is done, but I don't do my brows until later in the process. So for me, this works, and it gives me a completed eye look, if that makes sense. Now I am going in with Birkin on a Sigma E40 brush. And I love Birkin. This is by Anastasia Beverly Hills. And I love this as a transition color for me on my lid. I'm taking it all the way to my brow. But I really love this as a transition color. I'm going to bring you guys in a little bit closer. And then I'm taking, on that same brush, number 15. It's a single eyeshadow from Morphe. And I am just putting that right above my crease. And I like it because it kind of gives a little bit of a gradient there and kind of makes everything flow really nice. So now I'm picking up Deep Damson. This is by MAC Cosmetics. And I am using a Sigma E25 brush and just running that first in the crease, just right in the crease. And that kind of gives me a little bit of depth there. And then I am taking that same brush, same color, and then just running it on the outer corner of my eye there. I'm singing the entire time, you guys, so forgive me. I'm just making sure that we blend all of that. Then I'm picking up an angled brush. This is by Makeup Addiction Cosmetics, and I am using Sangria eyeshadow from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I am just putting that all over my lid on that inner 2/3 of the eye. And I like using this angle brush because it gets right in there into the nooks and crannies of my eye. So now I'm picking up Corrupt from Makeup Geek on a Makeup Geek crease brush. This is a precision crease brush. I don't usually use it for my crease. I usually use it for, like things like this, outer work or under the eye. But it's a good brush. I love it. And so I'm just putting that Corrupt to kind of add some depth there in the corner. And I want to make sure that the Deep Damson is showing outside of the Corrupt that I laid down, so just going in and tidying that up. Plus, when you're blending, you're going to lose some color, so you have to make sure that you go back and add, and then blend, and then add, and then blend. So this is what happens when you do one eye at a time. You just have to make sure that your eyes are even. So just finishing up with Corrupt there, and then I'm just making sure that it's stopping at the right point. And then just adding a little bit more of the Birkin just to make sure that everything is flowing. And here we are with the glitter glue from Too Faced, and we're just going to put that on the center of the lid, and the center just kind of over a little bit. We're going to leave about 1/4 of the lid open. And so this is a glitter by MAC Cosmetics, and I'm sorry, I don't remember. It was one of the holiday collections, but I will definitely put it in the down bar. And working with glitter can be totally messy, but absolutely worth it. And I use washi tape to remove my glitter because it has a lot less adhesive. So I'm going in with the BECCA Ultimate Coverage, and I'm mixing two colors. I'm mixing Creme and Fawn, or no, I'm sorry, Cafe and Fawn. And here's that foundation brush that I got on Amazon. And again, I think I've said it before, I really love this brush for this because of the texture that I have on my skin. I feel like I can really get in there and push the product into my skin, and I feel like I get a really good finish with it as well. So now I'm going in with my NARS Creamy Concealer, and I am using the color Ginger. And I like this one. It has a little tiny hint of a peachy tone to it, so I love it for my under eyes. And then I'm just going to add my travel marks on my face. I'm using my Real Technique sponge for this, and I was looking at it like that because I had just cleaned all of my sponges and I was so proud of how beautiful they all looked, and then this one is looking like I was using it for a month and I'd only used it like one other time. So anyway, I'm just using that to push the product in. I'm not trying to move it around at all. I just want it there, but blended. And now I'm taking my Laura Mercier, I'm almost out, translucent powder and the flat edge of that Real Technique sponge, and I'm going to powder under my eye and all the areas where I put the concealer. I'm going to leave this powder under my eyes, not for the purposes of baking, but just so that it can catch any fallout when I'm working with my under eyes. So I'm taking a fluffy brush and I'm picking up Birkin, and I am going to use that and just add like a backdrop under my eyes. I'm not trying to be careful with it. I don't need any precision, and that's why I'm using the E40. Now I'm going in with the Sigma E25, little bit denser brush, more color payoff, and putting that deep Damson down. And now I'm just going to take a, this is a BH Cosmetics angled brush, and just adding that Sangria on the inner corner. And then just wiping away the powder, and I'm going to use my Eco Tools. This is my favorite brush for under eye because of the shape of it. I feel like I can get right up there close to my eye. And now the densest brush, because this is where I want the most color payoff, I'm going to go back into that deep Damson, and you're going to see that, of course, because it's a more dense brush, how much darker the color is going on. So just putting that on really kind of the last 2/3 of the eye. And then I'm going to use that same brush and dip into Corrupt, and then I'm going to go over that deep Damson with it and not go as far in with it, and then marry it to the top part with that Makeup Geek crease brush, and just making sure that everything is flowing. So I'm using a cream contour, and I don't go forward because I have all that texture on my cheek. So yeah, I try to keep it back there. And now I'm just going to set it with my Kevyn Aucion. This is the Celestial Bronzing Veil in the color Tropical Nights, and I really, really love the tone of this bronzer. And this is a blush that I got in one of the, you know, the packages that you get, a subscription. And I'm not really sure which one it was, but this is Pink Carnation blush, and I like it because it just gives a little bit of a flush to the cheek, which is exactly perfect for this. So looking, using the That Glow from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm going to wet my fan brush. This is a NYX fan brush. And I'm going to go into Dripping in Gold, sorry, and just add that to the high point of my cheek there. Now, when you use it wet, it's going to kind of stick right where you put it, so you do want to make sure you blend. And then I'm going to stack Lashes 43 and WSP from Cristina, and I did that off camera, but I wanted you guys to see which lashes I was using. So I'm just using a ColourPop lippie pencil, and this color is Brick. And then I'm going in with Lumiere, which is one of my favorite lippie sticks from them. And yeah, It's just such a versatile color. I love this color so much. So that's the finished look, you guys. I hope that you liked it. I had fun doing it. You could change the color on this glitter if you want, or anything else, but I think that it's a really fun go out look. So I hope that you'll try it. So that's it, you guys. I hope that you have a great day or night wherever you are. I hope that you're blessed, and I hope that you will be at peace. Auf Wiedersehen.